Hello everyone, this is ZooGirl here with another installment of Creature Features. Today we're going to talk a bit about the Southern White Rhinoceros. When it comes to rhinos, there are 5 main species with several subspecies. White rhinos and black rhinos are found in Africa, while Indian, Javan, and Sumatran rhinos can be found in Southeast Asia. The white rhinoceros has 2 subspecies, the first being the Southern White Rhino that we're going to talk about today, and the second being the Northern White Rhino. Let me clarify something here. You may have noticed that so-called white rhinos don't appear to be any whiter than the others. They actually got this name from the African word wide, which means wide. This is referring to the square-shaped lips unique to this family of rhino. Now, while rhinos are one of the most common examples of endangered animals, it varies depending on the species. IUCN, or the International Union for Conservation of Nature, is the group responsible for gathering data regarding animal populations and determining the extinction risk of species all across the world. They use this scale, ranging from least concern to extinct, as a means to promote conservation efforts and preserve natural habitats for animals with the strongest risk to go extinct. Let's see where our white rhinos fall on the spectrum. Northern white rhinoceros numbers are staggeringly low. Data suggests that there were close to just 30 remaining rhinos back in 2000. Now, in 2015, there are only 5 northern white rhinos left, all in captivity. That's right, just 5. From what I've gathered, 3 of them reside in a protected reserve in Kenya, while the other 2 are at zoos in San Diego and in the Czech Republic. In fact, of the 5, only 1 remaining, named Sudan, is male. In fact, here he is, heavily guarded from poachers 24 hours a day. Being the last male, our best hope for his species is that Sudan will mate with one of the females at the reserve with him. However, he is an older rhino, and recent attempts have so far been unsuccessful. So, where do southern white rhinos fall on the scale? They are considered not threatened, though this was not always the case. Southern white rhino numbers plummeted in the 19th century due to poaching for valuable rhino horns. In fact, their population was at less than 100 at one time. Due to heavy conservation efforts to protect them and their habitats, they are now estimated to be numbered at close to 20,000, making them the only non-endangered rhino and one of the greatest conservation stories to date. Now, as I said earlier, southern white rhinos are from Africa. They are native to South Africa, as you may have guessed, and have been reintroduced to several other protected areas of the continent. White rhinos are the largest of the rhino species. In fact, compared with all land mammals, they are the largest animal after elephants. They're about 12 feet long and weigh up to 5,000 pounds. That's about 3 cows, or a jeep, or about the same as a blue whale's tongue if you want to get really wild. Rhinos are most recognizable not just for their size, but that snazzy horn. Unfortunately, it is that horn that makes them such a target for poachers. It's a common misconception that these horns are harvested for ivory, much like elephant or walrus tusks. However, rhino horns are made of keratin, the same protein that makes up hair and nails. Proper ivory is composed of dentine, the tissue found in teeth or tusks. Some conservation groups have even deterred poachers by dehorning the rhinos. While poachers will kill a rhino just for its horn, these animal-loving groups will remove the horn on a sedated rhino, leaving it healthy and useless to poachers. There is also a new practice of injecting the horns with a toxic, brightly colored dye. It does not hurt the rhinos, but can be a risk to careless poachers and causes the horn to be worthless. Southern white rhinoceroses are herbivores, or vegetarians. They use that square-shaped set of lips I mentioned before to graze on short grasses in the savanna. They typically live in female groups of 10 to 15 rhinos called crashes. Within these groups, they often use a strange way to keep up to speed on their neighbors. You won't find any rhinos on Facebook, but what you will find are large piles of dung. That's right. One adult rhino can leave 20 to 30 piles of poo a day, totaling to 50 pounds, or the weight of the average family pet. You see, rhinos can detect different smells in these piles that clue them in to what kind of rhino left it there. Male or female? Young or old? Ready to mate or not? Pretty wild, huh? Southern white rhinos are very tough animals. Their thick skin and ability to thrive on small amounts of water make them one of the most versatile animals in Africa. And aside from poachers, not many other animals want to mess with a full-grown rhino. They can live anywhere from 40 to 50 years old, and it's believed that rhinos, similar to this one, have been around for about 7 million years. Check out this statue of a dragon built in Klagenfurt, Austria in 1590. Would you guess that the head was modeled after a woolly rhino's skull? You see, a fossil of the skull was dug up in 1335, and many instantly interpreted it to be the skull of the legendary Lindworm dragon that haunted the city, inspiring the construction of this statue. Of course, after thorough studying, we came to know it as a fossil of the extinct woolly rhinoceros, the ancestor for the Sumatran rhino we see today. Anyhow, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this creature feature about the Southern White Rhino. I know I sure enjoyed telling you about them. All of the video footage in this episode is of a Southern White Rhino named Tony who could be seen at the Philadelphia Zoo. Be sure to check him or the rhinos near you out. They are amazing animals to see. You don't quite realize how big they are from a computer screen or a TV, so go see them with your own eyes. You won't be sorry. Please share and subscribe. The rhinos appreciate it almost as much as me. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay wild.